Hey guys, I'm trying to figure out lighting and all this whatnot, and it's pretty difficult when you don't have the right floodlights and whatnot and somewhat settings. But I thought we could try something different. I got a new tripod, as you probably could see on my main channel. I'm coming over a sickness, so my nose and everything might be fucked up. But anyways, this week's topic is the pros and cons about solitary or Coven, solitary versus Coven. And my very biggest thing is I don't play well with others for some reason. Define Coven is a group of people. I would classify this channel as well as other channels, as well as our YouTube community as a Coven. Then yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. But actually working physical together side by side, Coven wise, no. I had really shitty experience with it. And it's just not just one time. It became a multiple thing, and then I realized it's just not for me. The first time I ever attempted to join into a Coven, it was very weird. The energies was very, very awkward, I would say. And when I was, when I went over to their place, it was about 12, 13, 14 people there. And it was a good sized living room, and we all started, I was being introduced around as going to be the newbie, the new fish, if you will. Where we're going around and we're, introducing one another, and I was explaining who I was, and I was explaining, where I came from, what is my things, what do I do, what do I have to offer to the plate, kind of attitude. And it was really cool. We had a really good, mingle. I mean, I got along, but it was kind of that, there's something here that's not just working. So I pretty much was like kind of thrown on the spot on the eastern side, because it seemed like I was the only one that was related to air as much. By the way, I described what I can do, my incense, love my wind magics, I love everything that deals with air, and I was the only one that was very airy there. So they pretty much threw me in a den of lions with meat on my back, raw meat on my back, and I felt like very put on the spot, which it was okay. I can kind of handle that. But we did our circle. It was my turn to do the calling. Of course, I'm the first one, and it was okay enough. And we did the full moon, and then we shut down and whatever, and I dismissed everything. And the high priest put me aside. He set me aside, and he goes, "Hey, the way how you opened the circle and dismissed the circle was very disrespectful to elements of air. I felt the presence in the room, and I felt like you disrespect, and I think that you should actually step outside and, say you're sorry and be gratified, or something, like form of a weird punishment." I thought that I did not disrespect air. I didn't say anything like, "Fuck you, air, you come down here and you deal with me." None of that. I felt like I was being treated like I was like I was amongst a group of dogs, and so one of the puppies pissed somewhere, and I got my nose ripped into the piss, and it wasn't me. I felt like it wasn't me. Like, why am I being blamed for? Why am I being treated like dog shit? So I pretend to go outside and say sorry, and then I came back in, and he's like, "Now it's much better. Now the elements are balancing here." And I just felt like I was treated like that. That was one incident. I stopped talking to them. The second incident was, it was a pagan Pride Day, and what we do is we do a big circle, huge circle here in Portland, huge circle for the pagan Pride on fall equinox, and we were talking about, they were doing an act-minute play of the crone and how she comes and everything. We were doing that, and the guy that was next to me had sweaty palms, and we were holding hands during the ritual, and I kind of want to like release my hand. I pretty much released my hands just to wipe my hands off, and I was going to grab his hands, and he alerted the whole circle. I mean, in front of everyone, he pretty much alerted that I broke the circle and that I should be dismissed because I disrespect the whole ritual. And my excuse was, I'm sorry, he had sweaty hands, and I wanted to remove the sweat off my hands because it was like that kind of, it was going to go like that. And I'm sorry, it was just a little too, I'm sorry, I don't want your sweat. God knows where your hand's been at in a form of sense. No. So, that was my two main experiences I can do with other people, and I felt like I haven't really found the right one, and I'm not really currently looking right now. I'm pretty much happy where I'm at as solitary. I'm pretty happy that I am like how I call myself, the witch. Like like I'm only the witch in the town. I like to be by myself. I like to work by myself. But other than that, like if it was like a really good person, a really good friend, and they want to do a spell together, I'm totally game for that. If it's just one-on-one kind of friend, So my pros and cons of solitary is that you should really look into what group you're going into before you actually do anything active. You should really see what's what before you get in the truck. That's right. And stand up for yourself. Stand up for what's right, and stand up for what you're comfortable and what you're not comfortable with. Because in the long haul, if you're not comfortable with it, you should not put yourself in that predicament. I will not, as of today, I will not. If I looked myself in the back, I would have slapped myself back then. I'd be like, you didn't stand up for yourself, and tell them like you didn't disrespect air, and you have the right to wipe your hands, sweaty palms from another person. You have the right to do that. Me personally, I would be like, yeah. I would stop myself, but I guess life lessons, and we'll learn, and I'm pretty much over it. I'm pretty much cool with it. Anyways, I hope you guys like the lighting. As I'm gonna look, review, and whatnot, and as I upload and whatever, I am just gonna figure out how I'm gonna do my lighting. I'm gonna probably test right after this. I'm gonna test the lighting, see if what's good and what's not good, what makes me shiny, what doesn't make me shiny, and I go from there. Till then, guys, thank you for watching The Witch's Voice. Blessed be.